Okay, now we're going to get into voice messaging, and you're going to hear some examples. It is highly recommended that you take the messaging aspect of this extremely, that you really take it to heart. The money's in the message, absolutely. And before you broadcast, you should call your sponsor and have them listen to your message, and be willing and able to take feedback, and if need be, start from scratch and do it right. This is the artistic version, or the artistic component of voice broadcasting. Everything else is basically a technique or a strategy or a procedure that you learn, and as you learn that, you develop it into a mechanical skill. Voice broadcasting is a mechanical skill that's not really any different than driving. But when a person drives, they're either a good driver or a bad driver, based on how they choose to interpret driving. Simple as that. Some people don't stop at stop signs. They are aggressive. They don't care about other people. They get into accidents. They get tickets. They're not really making the best use of driving. Okay? And with iBuzz Pro, some people send out messages that are really crappy, and maybe you've gotten some. Okay? Which is fine. It's good if you want people to send out crappy messages, because that makes your message stand out even more. Okay? Now, I don't get broadcasted to a whole lot, and I'm sure you don't either. A couple times a month is all. Okay? So it's not like you're out there competing in the trenches like you're not. Okay? So, but here's what I want to tell you about the messaging. You need to craft a message that's about 30 seconds in length, and you're going to hear some in a minute, okay? About 30 seconds in length, and you definitely want to keep within that guideline. Now, 20 seconds is not as good, 25 seconds is better, 35 seconds is not good, and 40 seconds, forget about it, okay? 30 seconds, between 25 and 30 seconds is your optimal message, okay? It's hard to do it in 25 seconds. 30 seconds is perfect. Let me tell you how it works. When people hear your message, the first 5 seconds of the message is a given. Okay, first of all, when you record messages, you want to wait 2 seconds before you start speaking. Okay, I want to make sure I cover that with you. The first 5 seconds of your message is a given. They'll give you the first 5 seconds, okay? Nobody's going to listen to your message in 5 seconds and say, oh, that stinks, okay? Even if it does stink, they're not going to say that. They'll give you the first 5 seconds. After that, you have to earn your way up to the 25 or 30 seconds length of your message, 5 seconds at a time. And the way you do that is you build their interest level, okay? You build their interest level. And then you finish, or you top it off with a call to action. And you're going to hear in just a moment what I'm talking about. I'm giving you the strategy so that when you hear it, you can identify, oh, that's what he's doing. You see? Okay. So, and you need to be able to deliver your message not conversationally. You're not having a conversation with people. You need to be able to deliver your message and enunciate your words extremely well, and you need to speak relatively slowly with a lot of energy and power. You do not want to speak conversationally. You do not want to have multiple concepts in your message, and your message should always revolve around one of 2 things only: making money or saving money. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Making money or saving money. So if you're marketing insurance, then you need to have a message revolved around how people are going to save X amount of money, or the third thing is free. You can give them a free preview. Okay? Or free, whatever it's called, I forget, where you evaluate their policy. Okay, so make money, save money, or free. Could be a free report. It could be a free gift, it could be whatever it is, okay? So I'm in the home business arena, so your messages you're going to hear from me have to do with making money. That's what I use, okay? And you need to deliver your messages, you're going to see in just a minute, you need to have them written out, scripted in basically 5 to 8 word bullet point sentences, okay? You need to take messaging extremely seriously and get really good at it. And do not make the mistake of being too bashful to call your sponsor and ask your sponsor to listen to your message. I've been doing this for almost a year, and even to this day, I never, ever, ever use a message in a voice broadcast with the iBuzz Pro system that I have not had somebody else listen to, whose opinion that I respect. Never. And I'm considered to be pretty doggone good at messages. You never want to fall in love with the message until somebody else hears it and until you test it. If you send out a message and you get 5 to 10% response, don't touch it. Write it. If you send out a message and you get a 0.5%, 1% response, it's okay you got a response, but you can make it better. You can get up to 2 and 3 and 4 and then even 5 and 10%. Okay? It is a skill, it is an artistic skill that anybody can learn how to do. I never recorded a message before in my life before iBuzz Pro. I've never been on the radio, I never recorded commercials, I never did anything. All I did was practice making messages, and to this day I am constantly practicing making messages. That's the reason I make money in iBuzz Pro. For whatever I'm marketing, and I market multiple programs, the reason I make money is because I've gotten to be good at making messages, but I never assumed a message is any good until I have somebody else hear it and until I use it, and it proves itself to me that it can get 5 to 10% response. Then I fall in love with it, and my motto is, don't fall in love with your message until you test it. So if I test it and it gets 5 to 10% response, I fall in love with the message and I use it over and over again and I don't mess with it. Okay? Okay. So let me show you how to record some messages. But first, let me have you listen to some of the messages that I use.